Chemical companies like Monsanto genetically engineer food crops with DNA from bacteria, so those crops can tolerate more and more quantities of the pesticides they also sell.
We have hundreds of millions of acres of genetically modified crops that have been planted in the United States, and yet most people are not aware.
Every single independent study conducted on the impact of genetically modified food shows that it damages organs, it causes infertility, it causes immune system failure, it causes holes in the GI tract, it causes multiple organ system failure.
Overwhelming consensus among the scientists at the FDA were not only that GMOs were different, but that they were inherently dangerous.
The things we're seeing today aren't normal.
Illnesses that weren't epidemic before are now epidemic.
We have gone from food in its whole food form to food undergoing a scientific experiment.
Artificial life form, a transgenic species that is impossible to reproduce in nature because the reproductive organs don't match. And as a result, once this form is created, here's the danger.
We measured all sorts of things, growth, for example, how these young animals were growing, what happened to their inside.
Only the rats that ate the GM potato got sick. They had potentially precancerous cell growth in their digestive tract, smaller brains, livers, and testicles, partial atrophy of the liver, damaged immune system in 10 days.
They do not want you to know which products you're buying in the grocery store might contain genetically engineered ingredients.
Leading economists confirm labeling will cause no change in food prices. More proof, 64 countries already label with no cost increases.
The FDA has received over 1 million comments from citizens demanding labeling of GMOs. 90% of Americans agree. So why no labeling? I'll give you one reason. The influence and the corruption of the political process by Monsanto.
It's not about feeding the world. It's not about the blind will see and the lame shall walk. It's about chemical companies selling chemicals.
What have I done to my children, and what has been done to them without my consent?